Yeah. Time flies, close your eyes. Imagine you could see everybody else's dream, what a comfort it would be. All along, standing strong, the way it ought to be. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. We're only human after all. Nothing could make us fall apart. I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Yeah, it's not that big a deal when I think about it now. We should never be afraid to believe in it somehow. 'Cause we're only human after all. Nothing can make us fall apart. Whoa. I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. We're only human. We're only human. We're only human after all. We're only human. We're only human. We're only human after all. Hear me when I say I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. We're only human. We're only human after all. At the end of the day, we're only human. We're only human after all.
Good evening all, and welcome to a show that is long overdue. Today, I am joined by Mr. Whiskey.Stuffs and Sylar, who are just
Hi.
lurking in the background.
Oh,
Obviously,
hi,
you know them
yeah.
both.
Yeah, hi.
Whiskey.Stuffs, the repainter, and Sylar, the Yorkshire map creator. Right, I'm gonna go through chat. So, it is evening, so good evening to everybody. Good evening, London Transport Guide, to Jonathan Lawrence, to Aspects, to Merit, Clumsy Pineapple, Silent Walkthroughs, Lipsy Jack, Chips, and the Clumsy Pineapple. So, today's topic: do the numbers matter?
Yes.
Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll catch you again in the next episode.
Thank you. Well, sort of.
Well, I don't know. Good evening, Joe. So I've been kind of debating this with myself, like, for the entire day, and I'm not really sure what. I just woke up this morning going, must check the sub count, and I've never done that before.
You have no friends? Is that one?
This is also true, but that's not the issue we're going to focus on. But I've started to, ever since 500 hit, I'll start to look at my sub count a lot more, and the like to dislike ratio of my videos matters more now than it used to, and it kind of tells me if people like content or not.
That's if you get to a certain stage. Once you get to a certain stage, and you literally questioning YouTube is the worst thing you could ever do. Oh,
Yep.
why does it do this? Why does it do that? YouTube's crap. Okay.
Oh, YouTube is abysmal.
This is why many people are starting up this join thing like Twitch, where you give them a certain amount of money and you get a certain amount of extras.
Twitch works on such
Blah, blah.
a great system. It's embarrassing the way YouTube works.
Oh, YouTube just doesn't like people.
No.
Unless you're a vlogger.
Oh, it loves the vloggers.
Or
To be fair,
a vlogger or a cooker.
It likes the high-end gamers.
Or makeup. No, they don't like gamers.
Yeah, the PewDiePie. Oh, is he a gamer still?
Yeah,
No.
they don't like gamers. If you look in all the adverts that they've done recently, you'll see no gamers.
Oh, Zoella.
Like, at all.
They have so many fingers inside Zoella all the time. Jesus Christ.
Don't get me started on them. I've driven past their house, and it is huge.
Of course it is. Of course.
And they own the house, next door to it, as a studio. Oh, Christ!
Evening Bog,
That's
evening Joe, evening Omsi2 Minecraft. How are you all doing?
Yeah, how are you guys doing?
How are you?
You don't need to know how we're doing, because we're fine.
We're always fine, brother.
But moving back to the topic, figures do count in a way.
I suppose it gives you motivation to some kind of degree.
Well, if you want to set yourself a goal, like 500 subs, you gotta do stuff to get to that.
Small dreams.
But if you don't care about numbers, you don't want to get to this point or that point, then what's the point?
I partially agree and partially disagree.
Oh, here we go. No, son. Carry on. You probably speak more sense than I ever do.
No, I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Like, the numbers matter, but they don't. If you've got a goal, then the numbers matter, and they obviously matter from a financial standpoint if your aim is to...
Make monies.
Yeah, you know, so of course they matter in that sense. Like, but if your aim is, like, a hobby that you enjoy doing, then no, I don't think it matters. But I think there's definitely a turning point with any sort of YouTube or Twitch where it goes from a hobby to a job, in a sense, because you start focusing primarily on figures. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it becomes like a pay-related issue as opposed to a I'm doing this for fun type thing. And then you've got, like, see, it doesn't matter when it's people making content for content's sake to keep up views, and by that I mean things such as clickbait videos, you know, all that sort of stuff, because you do it.
What more?
Don't get me started on clickbait.
Don't get me started on YouTube. I could go on and on.
No, same. I mean, personally, no, I don't think the numbers matter.
I like how I'm moaning about YouTube on YouTube.
This is literally every YouTuber's dream right now. There's nowhere else you could just moan about the place you work.
No, yeah, that's about, like, one of the only things I'd say. Like, I'd say they matter if financial gains your aim. I'd say they don't matter if hobby is, you know, what you do it for. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me.
Do you look at the Yorkshire downloads? Like, how many people download?
No. In fact, I couldn't even tell you what it's at. In fact, out of sheer curiosity, I will take a look. Last time I looked, it was at 1,650 something.
2,473.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bit more. Thank you, people.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, no, I don't look at that, because I've had this discussion with you guys before. Like, if people download it, they download it. If they don't, they don't. It's the same thing with YouTube videos. If people watch stuff, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean?
For me, this is still a hobby. It's not a job. But if people did not watch my stuff, I would not still be here. I would not be here wasting my time.
That is true.
Are you wasting your time now? Do-do-do.
Ooh, yeah. No.
Sort of.
That feeling when you don't feel wanted.
There's no like gain back for me doing this, but it's still a hobby. But if at the same time, if nobody was here watching, I would not be here.
I wouldn't know what I'd be doing, really.
I'd probably just be the editor.
If I wasn't doing OMSI stuff.
That is an interesting topic. I don't know if you want to like discuss that today.
Yeah,
that is.
I wouldn't know what I'd be doing.
That's the same. Like, I know I want to wash my hands with Yorkshire in terms of I want to get it done and everything, but I'm kind of just left thinking, what
comes after?
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Like, yeah, dude, I agree with that. I don't know what else I'd be doing, other than working full time and falling into the standard
and stuff.
Child.
Falling into the endless loop of work, child, sleep. Oh yeah, you can't forget eat.
Wait, oh yeah, I need to do that.
Did I just remind you? Yes, eat.
That thing I need to do to stay alive. Yeah.
I just wouldn't know. I'd probably be in like Euro Truck or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd just be driving on that more. I wouldn't. God knows.
I'd be doing. I'll probably be like passing exams and stuff. What a cruel world that would be.
I know. Passing exams that don't matter. Stay in school, kid. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much.
I don't know much.
Dude,
I do know.
Yeah. I don't know much. I'm like them, in Australia when they go, yeah, nah. That's what I'm like. I'm like, oh, I don't know anything.
How you going? What the hell was that accent? Anyway.
I don't know. Try again.
Absolutely not. I want to go through the chat quickly. So, what did we have? Evening to everybody else that joined. I can't bother to go through this. People who dislike are jealous. Not necessarily. What irritates me is when people dislike something and don't give any constructive criticism back.
Oh, don't get me started on dislikes.
Yeah.
Oh, that gets on my tits.
Fine, go ahead, dislike something. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, whatever. If you're not going to feed back on why you dislike something and you just dislike something for the sake of just disliking something, you're not helping anybody.
Or, this has happened to me recently, is where they just go, oh, screw it, I'm just going to pick on you because it doesn't look right in my opinion. When it looks right
phrase,
in
but
every
people always say
other,
that phrase, and they will
in
always
every
have
other
fun about
person's in every other person's eyes. Oh, apparently it's all right.
In my
But in this
opinion.
one's, but in my opinion, I think this is wrong. Oh, sod off.
Some people are doing this thing called Firefly or something, and PewDiePie does unoriginal stuff like Pew News and meme
Oh
reviews.
no, go away with PewDiePie crap.
Evening, Alex and Frosty. What figures are we on about? Just figures in general, such as likes, dislikes, views, ratings,
Follows.
Follows, downloads. But they have an impact. Like I was talking to Stara today about how he has grown as a person because of his channel, and he has a lot more confidence and he's able to speak out to other people. Whereas when I first met him, there was no way he could do that. Like, he struggled to speak to me over Discord or Skype at the time. But now he's able to leave the house, go out into events and talk to other people, and that's literally just because of YouTube.
Little steps.
Baby steps. Is the stream okay, by the way? I'm a bit concerned that it might be lagging.
Okay. boop, 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 boop.
I'm dropping a lot of frames right now, and I'm slightly concerned about that. You've recently hit 500 likes on Facebook. That's at Whiskey.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to 500.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. But nothing's really changed in that regard. Like, you don't feel any different at all, realistically.
No. 500 likes yet? That's a go. Good job. Handy. Yeah, move on.
You kind of know these things happen, but you don't really react to them.
Yeah, some... Like, when I got to 200 likes, I did that special repaint, but...
It's only 200 subs. Oh, you did that one. Go give him a follow. Right. So, we've got 3 more topics to get through today, and then we'll get back to that one. So, we'll start with... We'll go alphabetically? Yeah, sure. So, Cranley.
Oh god, not that map. Oh, it's awful. Joking. It's a pretty good map. If you don't download it with my amazing repaints in it, you're all gonna suffer. No, it'll be alright. It's not only my repaints in it. You got this is Alex's repaints. Who else? Oh, Tom Sims with his Arriva Diva.
Sorry?
Yeah, Arriva Diva. Arriva, Arriva, da da da, Arriva.
Will Cranley require a DLC? Do you know?
Yes, it will. It will require Hamburg.
Is it using Hamburg objects or just the AI?
Hamburg objects.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay.
But if there is a lot of people up in arms, he might do one without a Hamburg DLC required.
That makes more sense because I know for a fact that a lot of the British community stick to British things only, which is a bit...
Yes, but the thing is, there's a lot of maps that require Hamburg as standard in OMSI. Yes,
Yeah,
maybe
there's a
not
few.
on the UK side, but on the German side, there's quite a few.
Okay, ignore me then. Oh, what did Patrick say that I completely ignored? Ha! No. I'm not downloading it because I don't like Whiskey's repaints. Ha! Psych.
Psych.
No, but it does look genuinely amazing. I should have sent you guys.
Oh, there's one
photos.
of my repaints. The Cranley Connections. Oh, never mind, it's gone now.
Elliot's done such a great job. I think he also said, I don't know if he's announced this properly yet, but it should be out for Christmas.
Yeah, don't take his word for it. Remember that.
It should be in the
It
keyword.
was on his page. Don't take his word for it.
I'm quite excited to drive it. Like, this has been one of my most anticipated maps so far, because it just looks stunning, and some of the roads are ridiculously tight. And that is my alleyway. That's not a you thing.
I think it is. I think that is definitely one.
I'll just whistle innocently in the background here. Ignorance is bliss. How long has this map been in development now?
I don't know actually. A long time.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day. No.
It was black and white to begin with,
Yes.
but it genuinely looks bloody incredible. This is Cranley, and it's coming with a Citaro as well, which I didn't get any photos of.
Well, he's hoping to get it with a Citaro.
With it's supposed to come with the regular right-hand drive Citaro. Supposed to.
Yes.
Supposed to.
Well, It's a convert from convert. Did I say convert wrong? It sounds like I'm saying it wrong.
Convert.
Convert. Oh, don't.
No, you convert something, but it's a convert. I think you were right. Go for it.
Yeah, it's from another. It's another Sataro. I'm bored of Sataros already. We have so many in Omzi.
I stopped driving them, to be fair, so I can't.
Oh, there's so many. In every DLC, there's a Sataro.
That's all the German ones.
Yeah, I'm just bored of it.
It's conversion, so I hope it's better than the is it Lowlander that made the facelift?
Yeah, that was a conversion as well.
Hopefully it's slightly better than that, though.
The only proper English quote buses are the C400 and the ALX.
Oh god.
And the B7L. 1.5.
That wasn't finished, though.
No, that wasn't finished. Half done.
It's a shame because it's a really decent bus, but hey ho.
Is it though?
Yeah, I think it had potential, especially for the time.
Oh, it's got potential, but there's
But
so
if it was
many
finished,
there's so many people making a Eclipse now. There's like 3 or 4 of them in development. So
it's a race to the finish line.
yeah, it's basically a race to the finish line. There's so many buses currently in WIP.
There's, I think, by like the end of next year, we might have like a full fleet of.
By the end of next year, I don't think we'll still be in OMSI by then.
Yeah,
We
well, Lotus won't be done by then.
Lotus is just not going to take OMSI for at least 5 years, and I'll stick to that.
Lotus has like it's been in development for 3 years now, 4 years, and it's what they've got is part of one module. They've got a loop of one module of buildings which have been converted from OMSI, and it's taken them a long time to do that.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, there's 2 of them. That's what everyone forgets. That there's only 2 of them making the game.
Yeah.
It's the same with OMSI and
That's to be
OMSI
expected,
2
though.
people.
Yeah, but that's to be expected though. Like that can't be an excuse, because you know the workload that you take on when there's 2 of you. That's
they know the workload. They just can't get any other people to help them.
Yeah, but that's because nobody, like, you think about what they're trying to do on the grand scheme of things, right? They're trying to get a tram simulator, a train simulator, a bus simulator, and a flight simulator all in one game, right?
It's very optimistic.
Like, okay, first of all, I'm telling you that's not going to happen, right?
Oh, that's a very good screen. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Purely on the basis of the fact that you look at how much power it takes to run Flight Sim and Train Sim alone, you know, and OMSI. I mean, well, I can't count OMSI really, because that just smashes your CPU.
Just absolutely
But
diabolical.
you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to put Train Sim 2019, Flight Sim 4.2.5.
Yeah, but it's not going to be anything like those sims at all.
No, of course
Like,
it's not.
it's not. Each one's not a dedicated simulator, if you know what I mean. It's going to come in modules. Each module's going to be 30 quid.
A separate game, quote. But 2 of the
90 quid
modules will
for all of the modules.
They will come together though. 2 will come together.
Yeah,
Well,
but £90 for all 3 modules.
This
It's
is
insanity.
Yeah, but you don't have to get every module.
Yeah, but then you might as well pay £20 for Train Sim, or £30 for Flight Sim, or whatever it
But
comes
what you
at.
got to remember is Train Sim. You get the standard game with 3 maps, 3 trains, and blah blah. And then you have to pay stupid amount of money on DLCs.
But that's going to be the same with Lotus, especially
Yeah,
if Kevin
DLC
puts
isn't.
grimy hands
DLC is
on
a
it.
different thing to base game.
Yeah,
Because
like base game.
those
I'm on about
modules
pure
will
base
have.
game.
But the thing
Those
is,
modules
it's
have things built on top of them, right? So it
Yeah.
can't be classified as DLC.
No.
But the thing is, because how the OMSI community is, and because a lot of the OMSI community will go over to Lotus, there'll
But they
be
won't.
not as much paid DLC and whatever. It's not like Train Sim DLC, which is like, oh, we'll bring out a new DLC every week or something like that. Or Flight Sim. Oh, we've done slightly different things there, but we're gonna make you pay a fortune.
I would say that only affects the
But-
European community, though. Like, and by European community, I mean like the German bus sim community, because the Gladbeck stuff and the creator, yeah, but that's the point. Like, they are going to ultimately move on to OMSI and release move on to Lotus and release even worse
Yeah,
character.
but
But
I can
Try, but
choose
beating themselves
not
there
to
could
have
be
it.
difficult.
no, I know that, but what I'm saying is, like, content-wise for us, the UK community, I don't think that within the next 5 years, unless Lotus proves everybody wrong and becomes something spectacular, I don't see it replacing OMSI, because
it's gonna be OMSI free.
It is going to be OMSI 3 because Marcel is the main developer of OMSI. He
Uh-huh.
is
At the
also
moment-
the main developer of Lotus.
uh-huh.
At the moment, I'm seeing OMSI like a Battlefield chain. It just gets slightly better each time, and there are really bad ones and really good versions. For example, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was great, and then Battlefield Hardline came out and it was absolute trash.
The problem with Lotus is like, I genuinely, this is my opinion, if I'm proved wrong, so be it, and it'll be one of them occasions where I'll be happy to be proven wrong, but I just don't see it. I really don't see it moving.
The only thing that is going to make a lot of people go for Lotus over OMSI is multiplayer.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
something
but-
that everyone's
and-
wanted on OMSI
and-
since the day of release.
Yeah. And what I'm hoping, it won't be like Bus Simulator. That's just died, hasn't it?
Yeah, that died painfully.
Yeah, and then people wasted their money on that.
The problem with that is it's not a simulator, and that is what most of the OMSI community want. They like OMSI because it's a simulator and not a game. Whereas Bus Simulator is called Bus Simulator. It's not a simulator, it is a game.
Oh, it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
But OMSI, it would take forever for people to go from OMSI 2 to Lotus or whatever.
I
It's going
think
to take forever.
I think
think
that's
in
why
the
they
long
released the early access. I think it was strategic.
it was, because I was just going to say that. I agree with that. The thing is as well, what you got to bear in mind, right, is the multiplayer, it's one or the other, and I'm going on record as saying this, it's one or the other. You either do a bus simulator with multiplayer, or you release these modules and try and cram everything into one game. Can you imagine how lag-festy, how, like, just, like, the only word I've got is piss poor, like how piss poor the game will be, multiplayer online, when the base game itself is just a concoction of transport modules. Do you get what I mean? It's not even going to be a stable online play.
Yeah, but what I would think is they would only have the multiplayer per, what do you call it? What's it called? Module.
You probably have to pay for a multiplayer module. No offense.
Like, but
Well, this is how companies make their money. Oh yes, we say we're going to give you multiplayer, but we didn't say we were going to charge you 10 quid.
Microtransactions! Whoa!
Oh, don't get me started on EA. EA!
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Like, in a nutshell, that is pretty much what Lotus is. It's the EA equivalent of a bus sim. Like, that is literally what it is. Because then they're going to release tram-related module DLC, right? Like, you're not going to be able to use that with anything else other than the tram pack. So then you've got to buy the tram module to use the tram DLC, which is going to be made poorly. And then they're going to release aeroplane DLC, where you're going to get, like, something that closely resembles a Concorde with, like, death.
Oh, so the Russian Concorde.
Yeah.
The Tupolev.
But do you get what I mean? I think this is my opinion. Like, as a whole summed up, I think it's too ambitious. I think it's
too much money,
Oh,
and I think it's not enough.
way too.
And I think it's not enough content improvement. And the only way I would pay for this for Lotus, on the premise of what I know now, would be if that game ran off a dedicated GPU, you know, like a processor as opposed to the CPU.
Yeah, I think what they're doing this time is, whereas obviously everything's based in Notepad, everything is just crammed into Notepad. Just load the stuff. It's not actually based in an engine of any kind. Whereas Lotus, I think, is based in.
They're making some sort of engine.
Yes, it's an actual engine, so it will be able to it will be able to manage your computer properly.
Apparently, it runs a lot better.
Well,
I think what they're trying to do with Lotus, to starters, is fix all the things they've done running in OMSI.
I don't think they are. That's what worries me. Like, that's just being genuine. Like, I don't think they are. I think they're literally trying to cram as much of what they think people want into one game and throw like money.
Yeah, but that's OMSI now.
Honestly, I
I
think
don't know. I don't
OMSI's
Bus
crap.
and
to
Tram
be honest.
modules will be finished. They'll be done, polished, lovely, pristine, work properly. Great.
Oh, they'll be polished.
They'll
to
be
crap.
beautiful.
But it'll be the
others
next
will
modules that will be
probably-
absolute
Yeah.
tat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it when I see it. Like, I'm not shitting on. I'm not pooping on OMSI in terms of like outright saying it's going to be rubbish. I'll be happy to be proven wrong. I just don't see anything, like nothing at all, to remotely tell me that it's going to be any better, and I don't see, at least for the next 5 years, OMSI as problematic as it can be. Don't see it. I just don't see people moving.
Well, considering it's early alpha and just a work in
Early
progress,
access crap.
yeah, the graphics and the performance have already improved. So we're heading in the right direction, at least. I just want to go through chat again quickly. Bob Rush has made a very valid point. This podcast is 3 old women having a natter.
It really is.
Lotus
I don't
will be
even
horrible.
mind.
Lotus will be great. I think Lotus will be great if it bus and tram module will be great. The others they'll bugger off. Gladbeck won't move over to Lotus because Lotus devs don't like them, and since it's self-published, they won't allow them to do DLC. That is the best news I've heard all day. Yeah, I did go to Eurobus Expo. Video on that soon.
Yay.
Yeah, this is the problem with Pineapple. That's gonna flop. No one cares. I don't. What are the other options? There's the air option. There's airplane. There's boat. There's
P.
There's what?
I mean, how much fun can you have, like, on a boat?
But
On a
Train
boat.
and scuba diving. I don't know what the other one is. What is the other one? Train. Oh, is it a monorail? Maybe.
oh, so it's tram and bus and trolley bus module, and then it's train and underground. Yeah, I know it's a bit stupid. Or U-Bahn and S-Bahn,
Ew, ew, ew.
Classic.
and then come fly with me and boat.
Why?
That's
Why?
These modules are gonna die. That's too ambitious for 2 people.
It is. It's too. How do people not see that?
Yeah, but they're gonna take forever.
I mean, the boat one's fair enough, because how hard is it to do 2 ports, one into another, and then just put a map full of water? Like,
Actually, yes.
You know what I
Saying
mean?
that, if everything runs off the same engine, and
theoretically,
if theoretically, if things work off the same engine, things work together, it could actually be quite an easy job. Once you get the first foundations built, it's like obviously you have the base game, right? If people want to make a plane, you can model the plane and stick it in the game. You can't fly it, because obviously it doesn't support that. But if you make a game that and an engine that can support that, theoretically it should be quite easy to just stick a plane in the sky.
Theoretically.
So in a way,
I'm just saying,
it couldn't be too ambitious.
No, I think it is for this level of, what's the word? Like just the project itself, like because flight sim has been going for God knows how long, like years. I think since '94. Can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But and you look at like how long it's took them and how much power that do you get what I mean? Like it's mad, and they're trying to like. No, I don't know. No.
I don't think we'll go into that much detail though.
No.
It's not going to be a proper like we have flight simulators. Like they don't need to be the next best flight simulator. What we don't
as far as
is a proper train. Actually, I suppose
we do.
Yeah,
we do though.
Sims.
That's the thing. We do. We have train sim, and for the money it's going to cost you. Well, let's not mention the latter. It's all right actually, but it's a bit too. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. I like train sim. I like to be able to just go into the game and just chill out. I don't want to have to walk up and down the platform, opening doors, and. But some people like that. But anyway, yeah, I don't see it. Like
Evening
I just don't
KM
see it.
An evening Matt.
Train sims, what? Well, I mean, how much is Flight Sim X on Steam at the minute? I'm sure it was £19 last time I looked, £19.99, unless that was during a sale. But I don't think it's more than £30.
£33 per module, £99
Well, that's
for
what I'm
3.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Insanity.
And you can download a lot of Flight Sim's got an amazing mod community. Like, I would probably go as far as say it's unrivaled, to be honest, with what you can get for free in that community. But yeah.
Pineapple makes a good point. Why aren't they using a stable engine like Unreal?
Because they can't afford it.
Ah, it's true. 2 guys. Boom.
yeah, like literally they can't afford that. Like to maintain that would
Flight
be.
Sim X is currently on sale for £8.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, go snap that up. Put bombs, loads of spit.
Just wait until the next Steam sale.
That's yeah.
If it turns out to be really good, I'll be happy. But I can only go on, like, I don't go on what's promised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never go and buy a game or anything or a simulator based on what might be.
Based on what's there.
I do, only if it's Battlefield. Unless I know it's going to be crap.
It's like
I mean,
£5.
X-Plane's £50. That's a good.
No, it's not.
It is. I mean, it is.
Oh,
It's really
Flight
good.
Sim X. Sorry.
Yeah, no, X-Plane's really good. Like, really, really good.
I want Lotus to get a character to move around like Bus Sim 18. I don't think that's a possibility because it's not built in a 3D engine. I don't think. It depends what their engine is. We'll see.
I would have been happy if they'd have announced Lotus as a bus and tram simulator. That's it. They should have left it at that, focused on that, then released an epic.
I think that's all they're going to focus on.
I think that's all they're going to do, personally.
This is.
I think they're going to do the train and underground one, and
Yeah, because they have
really not
experience
care. They're just going to go, yeah, that'll do.
They'll
Yeah.
do what they have experience with, and then they'll struggle with the rest. They have experience not with train sims, but with actually they do have experience with train sim. They have London Underground sim, but that's okay. They have experience with that. Fine. They don't have experience with any kind of aircraft, so what the hell are they doing with that? Or boat simulators. They have a lot of experience with bus and tram simulators, so they'll focus on that, and then they'll try and learn the others, and it won't be up to par. So either it will be delayed massively.
Will people be able to get the money back then?
If it's being released as separate games, then technically, yeah.
That's an interesting thought.
Oof. That'll be interesting.
I mean, if I paid for early access now, based on the fact that they've advertised bus, tram, train, boat, plane, whatever, like, and I didn't get all the stuff that I paid for, I would want my money back. Like, I would be like, yeah, no, you missold the game to me.
Yeah, this is a sticky wicket for developers as well, because early access they've released, and if you spend more than 2 hours in a game in Steam, you cannot refund it. So like, people are buying the game, they're doing developing stuff because, you know, early access, this is what you do.
Yeah.
And then when that game's done, released and out, and if it's not up to par, and
You'll
those
not be
people
able to
want a
get it.
refund, these people are stuck with it now.
Yep. Whereas if I buy it when in, say, and again, I'll use 5 years. 5 years is probably realistically when things will be in a position where you can judge it. So if I go to buy it in 5 years' time and it's got plane, boat, and stuff, and I then buy it and go, well, this is rubbish, I'll be able to get my money back. On like
I remain
9
hopeful about it though.
I do. I remain hopeful. I just don't see it. Like that's my argument. Like, I don't. It's not happening, and I'm not going to move. I'm a UK developer that's not going to move. I have no intentions of moving any of my content into Lotus whatsoever.
I intend on moving
Because-
over, but only if it is ultimately an OMSI killer.
That's what I mean. Unless like there's a circumstance where I go, you know what, this is the next level. We need to crack on. You know what I mean? But again, I mean that's a good 3, 4, 5 years away.
Some Bob says, what's stopping people from making new tram models that look like trains and make new tracks instead of buying the train module? Nothing. Tram and trains aren't separate. I thought they were. I thought it was bus and tram that came together,
Yeah, it's bus and tram,
and then train and air.
and then train is S and
Oh,
S
yeah.
and U band.
The underground and the yeah.
London Underground.
So those modules are separate.
Separate.
Right. Alphabetically, next. What time is it? How are we doing for time? We've got 20 minutes
alright.
left. Awesome. So, next we have the Street Dick.
Street dick.
Street Dick
Straight deck. Straight deck.
Love it.
Straight deck.
by
Love
Mr.
it.
Blue
Looking
Orange.
Give
It
to him,
looks so
baby.
good.
Give to him, baby.
It looks so good. He's literally just in chat to boost his ego. But it looks so good. And
Literally, he's only here for us to talk about the street deck.
I want it to work as AI. That is the next thing. I just want to see more of it. Like,
Well,
I think-
you have to wait.
I think it's an
God.
amazing bus. Like, it's
Impatient.
amazing to drive, and it's amazing handle, and I love it. But at the same time, obviously, again, similar thing. I'd probably wait till stuff sort of
bit more
fully a bit more developed. From what I've seen so far, though, and what I've driven, like, it's amazing. The only thing is the sounds, which it's been explained already anyway. So, you know what I mean? It's one of
those amazing D92 sounds.
Yeah. Dude, I remember when I asked if I could use the street deck in a video, and I did, and then the first thing I put in the description was the work in progress sound, and then one of the first comments was, those buildings sound like a D&D and entry. I was like, that's because they are, you pleb.
Watch
Like,
the video before you comment.
Yeah, this was clearly outlined in the description. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be one of the best buses.
It's so far, I think it's
Oh,
the most true to life bus we have. UK side.
And there's going to be so many versions.
Three versions. Excellent segue, Risky. Look, Blender photo. Oh, please work. Oh no.
3 versions? There's going to be more than that.
I'd really appreciate it if, like, oh.
Because you got the long boy open top, and then you got the
Another
long
euphemism.
boy not open top, Full height and short height. Short height? Yeah. Low height. There you go, that's better.
3, more than 3. Sorry, we currently have 3.
Yeah, currently.
Open
But
top,
there is
low
more
height,
to
and
come.
regular.
Oh,
So
that's a panel.
I think you do. I do think that he's done an amazing job with it, and on the premise as well. Like, I enjoy driving that bus, and that's being honest. Like, obviously minus the sounds, but we've explained that. But like, I love driving that bus, and I hate that bus in real life. I hate it. I hate the way it drives around Sheffield. I can't stand the sight of it, and when I see it, it makes me want to cry and jump out the bus in the nearest
No,
exit.
don't you have hybrids though in Sheffield?
We have hybrids. We have horrible.
Let me
They barely have
search
roads in
what you
Sheffield.
got.
We have got like every castaway from every region in the UK, like that people didn't know.
Oh yeah, you do.
That is pitiful.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I've gotten used to the D92 sounds on the street deck now. It's going to be weird when it's changed.
Reva.
Like, it's... I expect the D92 sounds.
That's a nice interior. I wonder who they made that.
Huh.
Huh.
Huh. Weirdly enough.
Huh.
Oh, look at Sambot being salty as usual. Sound soon. Hey, Badger, by the way.
Go away, Badger. God. Joke.
It would be great. It's, yeah, as I said this before, but it is the most true to life bus we have, and that's a big plus.
Mm-hmm.
Next to, wow, what bus am I thinking of? Oh, V3D's B70L is around the corner as well.
yeah, the low height thing. Wow.
It's a
We
small
do have-
compressor.
Sorry.
It's a little bit compressed, but it's all fine. Oh god, that's such a nice
Hybrids
repaint.
are way better than Daimler ones. I just don't like hybrids.
Manchester's hybrids are really comfortable but sluggish. Oh. Which is B70L. I cannot compile photos, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to.
No.
So I'm not going to.
Yeah. If you're not sure, nah.
Otherwise, it would have
That
been
was a nice bus.
in the show.
There's some nice
There's-
buses.
Yeah. There's the repaint template's been out for a while as well, so there's gonna be a lot of liveries for it already actually.
Too many.
Too many liveries, too many liveries.
There's gonna be.
That was
many, man.
painful.
That was painful. It hurt me on the inside.
The thing is, as well, what I will say is you're gonna have a lot of buses. This is another thing that I don't think the OMSI community will die anytime soon. Is UK based. Like the amount of UK buses we're gonna have in hopefully a year's time.
With all the London stuff, though. But it's London spec.
Yeah, but
I don't like London spec stuff. One door at the front, not two.
The way it should be.
there should always be one door at the front. I'm not gonna lie. Like, like I don't think I've ever driven the ALX 400 London variant ever. Apart from the one time somebody sent me blinds and I was like, "Ooh, I'll try these," and they didn't work.
I was
found
about
that
to
the London
say.
variant was actually a lot
Did they
nicer to
work?
drive,
No.
like when it was first released.
I think it's just personal preference, though. Like, if you live in London and you're used to seeing two doors, then obviously
Yeah, I'm not there.
I'm not. In fact, I'm not even used to a bus turning up full stop. So, like,
There's one bus for the day.
yeah, we don't even complain about it anymore. This is just so we don't even complain about it anymore. We just get
Oh,
on with
Sam,
it.
I was allowed in Discord, but I'm not sure I'm allowed on the channel because of
Yeah.
Um,
But I think it'd be nice.
Also, I was supposed to show you this, but I didn't download it, so I'm showing it unprofessionally now. Boop, boop, boop. And zoom. Boop. So Bog is also developing a G2. Gemini 2. Oh, have I messed it up? I've messed that up. That's fine, whatever.
Wow.
It's just the front currently.
That looks beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh.
It's ready
oh.
for release. Here we go.
There you go.
How long till someone asks for the release date?
He's coming
When's
out.
it out?
He's coming out next year, guys. In your dreams.
When's it out?
When's it out?
When's it out?
That's one of the worst questions to be asked. But at the same time, like, because I've seen both sides,
No.
I'm like,
No,
oh, okay, never mind. Shot down.
dude. When you release something, right? Like, as in when you release your map,
Mhm.
the most annoying thing to ever be asked, hands down, ever, is where do I get these objects from?
That is why that is why Akala is completely self-contained. I'm not taking any risks of anybody ever asking these questions.
I thought it was Arcala.
You call it whatever you want, whiskey, darling.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
It's like
it's
it's like
completely
me, though.
self-contained.
yeah, it's like me with Tom. Like he the map's called Reddington, but it will always be Redlington. Stick an L in it, bro. Just for me. Stick an L in it.
Stick it out alert.
That is a
Sounds
unique
so
sentence. Oh, I keep
dodgy.
pressing the wrong one. There we go. That is a unique sentence.
Stick an alert.
Stick an L in it. But
No,
yeah.
Alex, I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that one of the ex first class. Because I'm a bus nerd that's not a bus nerd. As in, like, show me a picture of a bus, I know what a bus is. I know what bus you're talking about. And Whiskey will back me up because he had to send me a picture of a bus for me to know what it was.
I
But if
didn't know
people say-
what it is called.
This
That's
one,
just-
with the yeah, I don't know names. Like, I don't know names. I'm a guy that refers to those new Volvos we got in Sheffield as USB buses. Because they've got
Because
USB.
they've got USBs in them.
Yeah, so it's a USB bus to me. Like, I could plug my phone in and everyone's a winner, baby.
I'm very similar. Like the other day when you were talking in my Discord server and being all veggie, and I was like, what was this about a retarder right here? I just have no idea what the hell's going on at any moment.
Well, I was in when everybody was in chat. You know that time when we had more people in chat than we did buildings in a certain map that were made nameless.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh dear.
but
Control yourself.
control yourself.
Oh,
This is a
Jesus.
professional environment.
Clearly, you've
And,
not been on this channel before.
No, but yeah, no, yeah, and everybody was like, I zoned out, and I zoned out and put Enya on, because like people were talking about this and this fuel thing and all this, and I was like, what are you on about? Just does the bus run on petrol or does it not? You know, I don't know.
One thing I don't really understand is sounds. Like people go, "Oh, that sounds really good," but I like, okay, I can tell when
Okay.
something sounds better or good, but at the point,
I'm the same. I feel so bad. I do. I feel so bad when people go, "Oh, listen to this," and it's an indicator that goes click, 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 and then they send another video that goes, "What about this one?" And it goes click, 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 and you're like,
clock.
"That's the same friggin' indicator sound you sent me twice." No, they're completely different. Listen, it's got more of a click, click to it than a click, click.
Oh,
What?
click, 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 click.
Yeah, click, click, click. What are you talking about? And then like they send, you know, like the startup engine which goes brum. Oh, what about this one? Brum. What? I don't know. Like I love my buses, but I don't.
I love buses.
I went
Yeah,
to
I
Expo
don't
today,
know.
and I
I
literally
don't know.
I walked in and just
That's
went,
what they
"Ah,
say
this is a
Look.
bus." And that's as much as I knew.
Yeah, that's what they say at work. I love buses
Mm-hmm,
because they really don't.
Could you imagine if you just went? That would be the best thing if you just went into college or whatever and just went, I love education.
I
don't think that-
love education.
I don't think that'll work in any other aspect. I love groceries. What?
I love
Like
the
if
doctors.
can you imagine if that like that aspect of your working environment applied to other jobs like it does for buses? Like, oh, I love buses. If you like,
if you just started talking to people the way we talk to people about buses and stuff, but you started talking, imagine two grocery assistants in Asda being like, have you seen this bread? Well, it's a firmer bread, and if you squish it, it goes squish, squish.
Listen to the sound this
squish,
bread
squish.
makes when I hit it.
Yeah. Have you heard the sound of this wrapper and this carrier bag? Because the bag for life doesn't sound like the 5p bag. You know, I don't know. Like, but yeah, Easter. I'm not pooping on it. Like, if you guys know the difference, I don't know. And I've had people message me on Fellows Film and stuff, and oh, have you seen this, and this bus? No. And then they send me a picture, and I go, oh yeah, that one.
Someone needs to explain to me how the number plates work. That's one thing that I probably should know, but I just don't. I found out because of watching the Proton bus trailer. That is unfortunate. I'm so sorry that you had to watch the Proton bus trailer. Yeah. Anywho, we've got 5 minutes left. So,
T-minus 5 minutes remaining.
Sylar, it's over to you. Because the last topic is Yorkshire.
So you've given him 5 minutes to do it. Right,
we
make
can
it
run
quick.
over a
Let's
bit.
go.
1.7 was better than 1.1. 1.1 was an abomination. 1.7, if you download it and you liked it and your only issue was assets, then you're going to be fine because most of the assets are bundled. I've got permissions and you're all going to do really well. If you can't install this version of 2.0, then you're an absolute tard. There's no other way of putting it because it's going to be self-contained mostly, other than the dependencies for the bus. The map looks really pretty. Beta testers can validate it's a lot better, and yeah, so that's good. Thank you. Cheers.
New Yorkshire Terrier livery.
Ugh.
We're just going to skip over that.
Oh no, that's going to be like that. As always, that's going to be amazing.
Lies. Lies.
It looks-
Absolute lies.
It's not a lie. That livery, like. So I love the original livery, but I wanted a more a sleeker looking livery, if that makes sense, to epitomise.
Modern.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the word. Modern. I like
Because
it.
you were like the first time. Oh yeah, Yorkshire Terrier. And I just went, yeah, just copy that then.
Yeah, the Lincolnshire road car, which is effectively what the livery was. But yeah, no, and it looks amazing.
Why did you edit this photo?
Oh god, why has it got stagecoach in it? Get it off.
Because they're early pictures, bruh.
These
I didn't
pictures
have
are
to
from
Oh,
ages
that's-
ago.
That's better.
Why is it only cycling between two photos there? 3 photos.
because there's only 3
Oh,
things in the
Yeah.
map.
In that
Oh.
folder, I have 17 photos to cycle through.
Well, it's not doing a good job. Fix.
Hang on.
It's
Fix.
Garçon.
Boom. There we go.
every area apart from Aston's been redone. Every area, and the amount of work that's gone into it.
The hospital.
Oh yeah, the hospital.
Hospital.
No, the hospital's been redone a little bit.
Has it?
Yeah, the
It's
pavement.
been fiddled with.
It's been fiddled with, yeah. It's been savelled. But I don't know. I don't like to blow my own trumpet. I think it's a lot better, and I'm proud of it. Like very, very not that I'm not proud of any previous.
Not many people can blow their own trumpet.
Right? If I could, I wouldn't leave the house. But I'd probably leave it for you two to decide, because you two don't make it dirty. It doesn't have to be rude. I'd probably let you two decide on that.
Well,
too.
on how crap the map is on a scale.
Yeah, on a scale. Of, like, no.
It's alright. It's a
Alright.
map. Something decent.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not great.
And best thing of all, it's free.
I want to retract that last statement.
Oh, that's a sort of spot.
Okay then, it's not gonna be free.
Oh,
That feeling when you aren't even an ass.
I'll leave now. I'll just go.
oh, that's going to backfire very quickly. Oh, dearie me.
Bye then. Bye. Yeah, that's me done.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but it's not. So if that bums anybody out, then I'm sorry. In a nutshell, like there's nothing that I could do. I tried raising a requirement for people to help support, but that didn't take off, and therefore, you know, the opportunity was there to keep it freeware, and unfortunately, you know, that didn't happen, and there's, you know, it is what it is. It'll be worth, you know, it'll be worth it, but
It's
I
only
appreciate
$60.
And reverse it. And then they can reverse it.
it will be worth it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to charge more than £5. And
£5 for your crappy map?
Well, it has got more shitty repaints in it.
It's better than
Oh,
Gladback.
yeah.
I'll
It's a
allow
fifth
it.
of the price.
And yeah, so it's not going to be like a ludicrous, you know, OP
What,
over
is
the
it
top
going to be
price.
Keedlestone price?
Yeah, but you get 11 routes.
Keedlestone's
And-
decently priced.
I think Keedlestone's, yeah, you know, I think Keedlestone's decently priced. The thing is, like, at the end of the day, here's my stand on it, okay? It's not going to be free anymore. I always wanted it to remain freeware, and that is genuine. I did everything I could to keep it freeware.
Oh my
Well-
god, put new photos up, god damn it.
But yeah, no, that's the choice I've made, and simply put, in the kindest manner that I potentially can on a PG-related context, is if you don't want to pay for it, don't pay for it, don't buy it, and don't play it. Like, I don't...
Don't buy it, don't buy it, don't put up.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll be grateful to those that do, but if people don't, then there's not really much I can do about it. You know, I genuinely think that for £5, if you don't buy it, I would say that you're missing out, because, you know, 11 routes. It's not a certain map that will remain nameless quality.
Insert quite a lot of maps here.
And it's tested. It's going to be tested thoroughly. You've got a lot of things in it that people want, that people have asked for, as in feedback. I've took a lot, and fully will back me up. I've took a lot of feedback.
I've got a lot more for you as well. You're gonna hate me by the end.
But yeah, no, I do. Like, the amount, yeah. I mean, my missus, like, she's just said the amount of time I've put into it. Like,
A lot of the trouble is a lot of people aren't going to be able to see the difference, because obviously you've put a lot of time and it's been through a lot of change, but between 1.7 and 2.0 is one incremental change, right? But because I've had everything in between, I've seen the difference. I've seen 1.8, 1.9, 1.95, 1.96, 1.97, 1.99 up to 2.0. Like, the seafront, I think, has changed since 1.7. You changed it 4 times, 3 times,
4, yeah.
4 times, and we're at that's going to be in one jump for public view, but I've seen 4 different seafronts.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, the thing is as well, like, at this point, I was saying this to you, it was last week or the weekend, so that I was saying to you, like, aside from Aston and the hospital, I could probably get away with renaming it and releasing it as a new map type thing, other than the layout being similar. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not the same. Like,
The layout's not similar at all. Like, the areas are like the links between the areas are the same. The areas within themselves are completely different.
Grainstorp's different. Grainstorp's massively different.
Grainstorp's not Grainstorp anymore.
You've also got you got Oakhart that replaces Charlotte Village. You've got the Asda areas completely different.
Oh yeah, there's been 3 versions of that as well.
Yeah. What else is different? You've got the rail replacement routes in there now that actually go from one train station to another. So there's 3 train stations in the map now. There's also depot runs are in there. They work fine.
Very few maps
Yeah.
seem to have that. Fictional ships.
Yeah,
The only other
and
one
when
I've
it-
seen.
When I say depot runs, I mean the bus, and this has been tested, so it works. So I can announce this. When a bus leaves in the morning, it leaves with a depot destination, and when all the buses come back at night time, they all say bus returning to depot on the destination board. So when you're finishing off route, for example, Route 17, and you're on your last run in, you might go past 4 buses that all say bus returning to depot, which I think is a nice touch. You know, I think it's a nice touch.
It is. It's those,
But
it's
it's the
those
little
tiny
things.
things that make all the difference.
Yeah. I'm just, you know, I apologise it's taking as long as it's taking, but that's life. That's another reason why it's not free, because I've got a son to provide for. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, you know, it's one of those things. Like, there's a lot of factors, so I'm sorry if, you know, that annoys somebody, but it's literally
That's
what it
just
is.
the way it is.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. But I hope you're looking forward to Yorkshire, and I am working hard on it, and there's not really much else I can say, because I kind of leave it to other people to form their own opinions of it.
Buy it. It's worth the wait.
Appreciate it.
I'll buy it. Hey, Pepper, you've joined us at the greatest time, because we're about to end. So, this is the best point in the podcast.
We are the champions. I knew I'd get that in at some point.
You join us at the end.
I'll post that video on my Discord. Everyone must watch it.
They must.
Don't watch it, it's bad for your health.
It's hysterical. So, hey, Games UK, we're about to finish. So,
Okay, bye.
Hey, babe.
thank you to Whiskey and to Sylar for joining me.
No problem. I won't next time.
Okay, cool. We didn't like you anyway. So
That's
no, I'm
cool.
joking.
That's fine.
That is so cold. No, I'm joking.
Your podcast ability is as good as your repaints.
So pretty
That is
average.
ultimate
Then.
shut down.
I love you, bro.
There's nothing good about them. Neither is there anything bad about them.
No, I think they're amazing. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, be quiet
Ridiculous.
and like my Facebook. Bye.
Yes, this will be on Twitch and YouTube.
That's all, folks. I can't do that anymore.
Why does it sound racist when you do it?
What? That's all, folks.
Yeah. It sounds like you may. Oh, okay. Either way. Thank you all very much for watching. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining the madhouse.
Until
The
next time,
madhouse.
fully out.